You cannot go without this book, and let me explain why. Voices of the Diaspora, written by Knowledge Born Allah, takes you through countless and countless different blacks. From our scholars, our warriors, our great sisters, and even entrepreneurs. It speaks to the past, the present, and the future. There's even an action plan for us that are serious about businesses that we wanted to take on. Entrepreneurship is one of the first things that he speaks about. And if you're an avid reader, this is a 5-part series. So this is not only a great resource for ourselves, it's a great resource for us as parents. We can teach it and incorporate it into our lesson plans for our children.
Every woman wants a good man. And what's more appealing than a brother who thinks in freedom and dreams in kingdom? About that red, black, and green. I mean, read books about blacks living in greens and he feels like he can alter things. A realistic, optimistic with tangible goals. A hero because he rose about the gardens of Argyle, got sick of the wells, decided to reign, collided with change and he changed. From a D-boy to hella man, a Mandela man, and what's more appealing than a revolutionary in a fitted cap? Him roster under the hat, under the act, no Oscar, a mandingo who thinks quick but speaks slow, with a swag that reeks go and he's ready. A renegade with a steady blade, cut from a cloth that was fashioned in the fabric that was patterned after Panther's passion. And all these ratchets, swear to God they can have them. Oh, you think you can handle the chairman Fred Hampton Sr.? Oh, you a cool too. Read her story. You thinking you could do it too. Think you got what it takes to be the queen of Mumia Abu Jamal. All in all, yeah, you a down system. But if your mister was a political prisoner, how long would you stay down, sister? Because average Joes get average Joes and he's been chose. So no, I'm not talking about running behind a street soldier hugging blocks. I'm talking about jogging with a juggernaut. Only thing is you a thug or not? Because the only clause with the cause that the cause comes with no office or hours. And the building keeps moving when building a movement. Could you get in tune with the changes? Could you handle the fire of a freedom fighter? Imagine what you gotta be if your king's a messiah. Could you keep him inspired when he's tired? Would you make home a heaven or a hell? Or hell would you believe him? Or hell him as a heathen if his honor was honestly to the people first? Whether leading the church or seeming to hurt? Could you follow this man knowing his steps could lead to the dirt? Could you see him in a hearse? What if he told you he was leaving in March? To lead in a march. Because of a seed in his heart, away from a seed in his heart. Could you see in his heart? Have belief in a mark towards a high calling, or do I hear crickets chirping? Would you desert him if his purpose took precedence over any relationships at present tense? Would you present tense? I'm saying, could you overstand a plan bigger than him being your man? Could you invest in his interests? Could you share his heart with a mistress? Minus the tits and hips, but just as tempting as any other temptress, and she's carrying his baby. With no prior intercourse, just in the course of creating change, they created change that bore her name, Revolution. And she sure know how to choose them, noose them when she seduce them, refuse to lose them. Would you miss them for the mission? Would you miss missionary? Could you marry the vision of a visionary? Would you be down or be scary on the battlefield? Could you battle hills for mountains? Could you keep your fountain faithful and sacred when you mount them? Could you handle the outcome of a Malcolm? I'm saying. What if his job was working for God and had no tangible pensions? Would you be throwing tantrums and bitching, or would you try to convince him to hold for a system of diamonds and riches? I'm saying. Or would you try to assist him? Would you spaz or shabazz? Get on your Betty thing, Coretta King. Could you put it all on your wedding ring? What if you caught this man flirting with freedom? Would you let it ring? See, we hail these dudes for big dudes with big shoes, but we forget who watches the feet. No, we hail these dudes for big dudes with big shoes, but we forget who washes the feet. Before the victory the rest of the world receives, who watched him mobilize with mobile eyes? Gave up everything in their normal lives for everything but normal lives, and to no surprise, yes, this man is great. But I think sometimes we underestimate what kind of woman it takes. No, for real, we underestimate what it takes, the loss. And loving a brother, creating a legacy could cost. Because while he's out there fighting for just us, it's not just y'all. It's a just cause. And just cause, the system want to lynch him. Even the niggas in the street want to clap at him like talented strippers. And long after this world puts them in the ground in the grave, guess what? Them seeds still got to be raised. So I'm asking, how strong is your garden? Could you be the wife of a God with a Garvey heart, with a Huey spark, marked for death, only trying to leave his mark in his life? Do you really think you got what it takes to be a revolutionary's wife? That's just something to think about.
Peace and blessings. Welcome to another episode of Do the Knowledge Radio, place where knowledge is born. It's your host, Knowledge Born Alive. You're here on Self-Care Saturday. It's still Saturday, Sunday. Had a lot of things going on today, but wanted to make sure that I tapped in here very quick on this Storytelling Saturday, day 14, going into day 15 of the Cultural Shift series. Wherever you're listening from, make sure you go to www.youtube.com/Do the Knowledge Radio, as it is spelled DOTHA. So the research question we tackle very quickly is, how do stories of cultural pride strengthen our identity? Foundationally, it means that our identity is not in crisis and we don't go outside of the realm of self, family, and community for affirmation. We're not looking to be affirmed outside of the realm of self. So the stories of cultural pride, the stories of family pride, have you in a space where you are affirmed from within and confirmed from without. So this is that opportunity where you draw strength in times of dismay or doubt. In this big time of dismay or doubt, where you might not have it in you to want to continue. You might have started on a journey or a path to goal attainment, and you might be in this space where things have become so troubling where you no longer think you have what it takes in order to reach that goal. So the stories of cultural pride serve as a reminder of the resiliency of those who have came before you, and even your own stories of cultural pride. It should be a space where you're able to go to look at your past accomplishments and achievements and say, yeah, I did that. And put that on a scale with this and say, what is this in comparison to that? Is my doubt, my worry, my fear more important than what I have to accomplish? And critically analyze that and see. And if it isn't, propel yourself forward to continue on that mission towards goal attainment, because whatever it is that's on your heart and mind, the world is in need of it. So the space of cultural pride, strengthening your identity, what you identify with, who you identify as, all of those things become relative towards propelling yourself forward to reach your goals, your aims, and your objectives. So that spark from your heart and mind that God placed within your heart and mind for you to accomplish, it's for you. So these stories that are there, there'll be somebody else's motivation to continue on. They'll read about you or hear about you or hear from you. Something that you made, something that you constructed, something that you wrote, something that you sang, something that you painted, whatever it is, whatever that mission is that's on your heart and mind, people are going to glean from it. From time immemorial, those people were supposed to resonate with this thing that you did. You did it one time, and now the world gets to build off of the residual. So if you did it, you could talk about it, you can explain it, because someone else is going to be looking for that instruction manual to continue. So stories of cultural pride in particular provide that space. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that very quick. As I said, going into day 15, just use it as motivation. Use it as motivation to continue to grow, to continue to strive, to continue to win. The world is in need of your stories, and righteous stories that are culturally relevant, that give us the motivation that we need to continue to win. So with that, I say peace and love. I'll see y'all tomorrow on Self-Care Sunday.
It's Flex, baby.
Vocally scope meticulous diagrams from the true and living son of man. Khalid Ghazil would tell me make him dance. Don't hesitate, beloved, take me by the hands. In this world of distractions, let's enhance our circumstance. A simple two-step could lead us to the brink of romance. Achilles composed his rhythm that puts us in a trance. Listen to your intuition, take a chance. If you like the way it feels, talk to me. Here's a map of the universe, walk with me. Together, let's create a bond for infinity. The highest form of understanding, love, victory. If you like the way it feels, talk to me. Here's a map of the universe, walk with me. Together, let's create a bond for infinity. The highest form of understanding, love, victory. Electric incompatibility, connected to each other mentally, not to mention compelling physically. I love the way you move rhythmically. We conduct the most beautiful symphony. It's passion personified with intensity. It's like the universe sent you for me, and I cherish the union of our sacred energy. That's mirage, your geometry makes my nature rise. Contemplating bending knee, proposing sacred ties. Heaven is physical, beginning with your state of mind. You are everything, no reason for me to look outside. Your frequency heightens the primal warrior within me, exciting my libido like Makarut and your envy. You're a gift from the universe, and the stars it was written. Let me unlock your most erotic fantasy hidden. If you like the way it feels, talk to me. Here's a map of the universe, walk with me. Together, let's create a bond for infinity. The highest form of understanding, love, victory. If you like the way it feels, talk to me. Here's a map of the universe, walk with me. Together, let's create a bond for infinity. The highest form of understanding, love, victory. Now we're building consistently, with goals of preserving our legacy. You reside in me for eternity. I love the way you nurture me internally. You're the essence of my serenity, seductively perfect in femininity. It's like the universe sent you for me, and I cherish the union of our sacred energy. We've established ties that I'll sincerely never jeopardize. You're an immaculate conception in my eyes. There'll be ups and downs, hills and mountains for us to climb, navigating any terrain by each other's side. Trust, your companionship is what I place first. Just to let you know exactly what it's worth, I would walk to the other side of the earth for the purest water for you to quench your thirst. If you like the way it feels, talk to me. Here's a map of the universe, walk with me. Together, let's create a bond for infinity. The highest form of understanding, love, victory. If you like the way it feels, talk to me. Here's a map of the universe, walk with me. Together, let's create a bond for infinity. The highest form of understanding, love, victory. Electric incompatibility, connected to each other mentally, not to mention compelling physically. I love the way you move rhythmically. We conduct the most beautiful symphony. It's passion personified with intensity. It's like the universe sent you for me, and I cherish the union of our sacred energy. Now we're building consistently, with goals of preserving our legacy. You reside in me for eternity. I love the way you nurture me internally. You're the essence of my serenity, seductively perfect in femininity. It's like the universe sent you for me, the highest form of understanding, love, victory.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that. So no more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get
And
back
that
to
motive
the
is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.